Dun, 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 dun. Oh, hi all. Hal here with more Space Engineers, and as you can see, the ship is partially welded. We actually have some skin on her. And we made a couple of changes, of course. So I'll bring you up to speed, walk you through what's going on, and we'll talk about what's next. But first, we have to get started. So let's go. So, happy Wednesday, everybody. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day and a terrific week thus far. I have to say it has been rather interesting. Alright, so, we've gotten a bunch of stuff done. Basically, let the game play itself for a little while. That's the nice thing about Bob. You install Bob, turn him on, let him go. You come back, and, thousands of iron blocks are welded up. Oh, alright, so we do need to make a couple of changes. After I started welding everything up, I realized I had forgotten to put the fabrication in back here, so we don't have any welders in some of these. I think we may have a welder in one somewhere. Maybe? Maybe not. I don't know. No, I don't. So what I'm going to have to do is I have to do a little bit of rocket surgery, and we'll get some welders installed in here. Now, one of the things that we do have, let's come over here. So we do have our midship hangar, which, you've seen all this before. Just kind of interesting to see it with everything welded up. Now, see, the forward systems, we do actually have the fabrication system in. The other thing that we've got is the front end. That, if you remember last time we were together, we were talking about putting in some decoys in there. All of that's been placed. Now, there is no replication system on this portion of the ship. Basically, this entire area is sacrificial. It really is just to draw fire. So if you happen to lose it, hey, no problem. Since most people play with, the build and repair system already in their Modlist, you just throw a blueprint on it and you'll be able to repair it. If you don't, then you can manually repair it. It's really not that much as long as you have the parts on hand. It's just having all of the parts on hand for it. So, alright. Main cannon. We have a main cannon chamber. As you can see, we've got the two merge blocks. We've got a welder, an upper and lower welder array. What this will allow you to do is to basically utilize this entire space out to the door. Now, you don't want to actually mount anything on this last block. I mean, you can, because the hangar doors, when they're closed, they don't have a mounting point on the flat face. So, you could theoretically drag them all the way down here if you wanted to. Now, what that would mean is a merge block, a battery, which would be here, and then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, so double that, 8 blocks that you could do something with, say, warheads, or decoy blocks, or whatever, so if you could even build a multi-stage warhead system if you really wanted to. Okay, so this entire thing, as you can see, it's piped in above and below. Feeds back into this system, which pipes down, which is also the feed line for here. And then what we did is we made some changes. Just, as you can see, there's the welding array in there. So when you come into the main bay, we now have a series of conveyors in here, and I may need to change this out. Like, I may need to disable these merge blocks, or we set those merge blocks to be just gravity warheads. Because basically you have a merge block, battery, and then artificial mass block. And the reason you can't take anything further than that is because it will stick to the conveyors. Which is why we had those indented one. But that's okay. I'm not changing the entire ship just to add a block in there, and I'll take those merge blocks out first. Oh. And we'll come over here to the area that I had a lot of people asking about. It's the hangar space. Yay! Turn off our lights in here. Now, I did do some pressure checks on some of the areas. So as we've been working through, we've been compartmentalizing the ship. The hangar is completely airtight when those doors are closed. And what we have over here is the hangar bay O2 storage. So what we're going to do is when we're ready to take this thing out, we'll turn on the air vents in here. We'll close everything down, turn the air vents on, let the room pressurize, turn those air vents off, and then use this one to depressurize the room. Once everything is depressurized, this one gets turned off, those get turned back on, and we're going to do that. We're going to do a complete system flush like 3 times, just so that this tank has some O2 in it. And then as we progress and we get more ice, we don't have to worry about it quite so much, but I want to make sure that we have at least enough air in here to pressurize the system, 2 or 3 times, just in case, something happens. Now, we did go ahead and also put in the food dispenser, well, in this case, the drink dispenser. You are not supposed to be set to cola. You are supposed to be coffee. There you go. Doesn't really matter. They both do the same thing. I just have this bad thing about having clang on the display there. So coming up this way. Now, both hangars are done. They are done in reverse order, including the button systems here. So if you do activation failed. Did we did we break our system? I think we may have. What are you? Yeah, we sure did. Okay, so you are actually Bay 1, and we want you to be closed. No, not open, close. We just want you to close. And we want you to be open. So the idea is that when you come in here, you'll be able to close this off. You've got vent controls. This is basically the hangar vent. This is the storage vent, which is the one right above us. And then that's the open. So in order for you to go through the sequence, you just go, start 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Pretty simple. And now that it's we're still depressurized. Going this way, you have the door into the engineering section. Well, part of the engineering section. This actually is on both halves. Again, this is something that is mirrored. We've got, our jump drive. We've got one reactor online on this side, and this is mirrored on like I said, it is mirrored. So we have, I believe the second jump drive is done now, and the second reactor should be online as well. Now, if I close all the doors in here, this entire area is pressurized as well, and we do have some doors down here, but that air vent will pressurize and you'll get air O2 in here. This is our maintenance access way. It's also our secondary, well, it's one of our routes to the visible bridge. Once all of this is done, these thrusters will actually be airtight. This will be closed off eventually, but for now it's working. And one of the big things we did, turn the lights on in here so you can see again, is we now have a stairwell. Like I said, all of this will be closed in. Do I have plates on me? I may not have plates on me. No, I don't. I'm not quite sure how we're going to do it yet, but I know that this will be a wall here, and I'm thinking it'll probably go up 1 or 2 blocks. Well, it's going to go up at least 2 blocks. It may go up a little bit higher to go above these. It won't cross over them, obviously. We just wanted to get it either equal to or higher than that, and then have everything else sculpted out from there. And I'm thinking, because we've put these doorways in, because we do have it on both sides, we may need to take this one block over that. So we'll probably end up playing with some sculpting in the near future. That'll probably, honestly, it's probably going to be Friday, and we're going to work on the primary engine systems today a little bit, just trying to figure out what style we want to go with. Now you have a little area in here. I went ahead and just made the bridge area, or the bridge, the landing pad here is just accessible. You've got airlock door there. Like I said, we have the mirrored system. You come upstairs into the bridge area. I can turn off the light again. And we have another vending machine. And we have the new light, or the new windows with the old sloped windows to keep the line outside going, and the old sloped normal windows on the front side. I did think about putting the flats in here. The only reason I didn't is because I didn't like the way that the lines ended up coming together. I liked this line a little bit better than having it blocked off here, because if we want to put the flats in behind those, you'd have to have them basically taking this line. And I liked having a little bit more space. It made it very claustrophobic before. Okay. Anyway, so, and like I said, we've got the two control stations that will be here. Come down. Yeah, we'll go down this way. So this is the hallway that takes you down into the battle bridge area. You have the stairs that come down. You've got an air vent right here. I took a block out and didn't realize it. So you have the battle bridge there. You have the two med bays. So if you come down to the battle bridge, all of this is done. Show you this once more. And we added some lights on the interior here. We now have lights on both hallways in front of the residential, on the residential hall, I should say. You have the main hangar. Well, I guess the central shuttle VIP boarding hangar. All of this is in. So it's come together pretty nicely. Turn light on, because actually no, we have lights up here. Come back up, and then again takes you into the other side, the port side
Energy low.
engineering, and the port hangar, the over area for the bomb bay, and I guess we could set this up with like a desk or something here. That way, if you have guests, you have a little receiving area right here. Actually, it's not a bad idea. And I don't have any plates or anything on me. It's okay. So, but yeah, that's pretty much going to be the extent of the interior spaces on the ship. I'm not really planning for too much more interior work to be done. At this point, it really is going to be just starting to wrap everything together. We want to make sure that we get, the ship, get the exterior armor on, and we want to make sure that we get the primary thrusters. Now, what we're going to do for the primary thrusters, actually, we'll need some hiccups. Sorry about that. Let's grab some plates. And I'm thinking we're going to bring some of that line that we have here back. Let's just go. And we'll bring that back. And yes, I know. Oh, I was moving a jump drive earlier. Okay. Oh, you are a large thruster, yes. Is that where I want you? I think I want you are actually going to come back. 4. Was I 1, 2? How many? Should be 4, right? 2, 3, 4. So if we bring that back 5.
Energy
2,
critical.
3, 4, 5, and then we mount this thing. Space engineers. Okay. So we're gonna have one there, and you are gonna go. Okay, you're one in front, so you are. I may change that line up a little bit. I haven't decided yet. So what do you got there? So from there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we are going to go. You are in line with there. It's 5. So we're 1, 2, 3. 4. And yes, I know that they are not equal spaced. Because I kind of want these to be a little bit offset from each other. So there's going to be at least one more layer of armor here.
No energy.
Yeah. Alright. I mean, I don't know, what do you think? Should we, because see, originally what I was thinking was having them sloped in reverse angle to the bow of the ship.
No fuel.
But I don't know. How many blocks difference in altitude or elevation is that? So from here it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So for it to match up, it's going to be 5, which is actually fine. We want you to go. I could do it that way. So what I'm trying to decide is do I want to keep that shape, or do I just want to go basically where these are right here? 1, 2. Because that's midship there, right? Because one of the things that I had been thinking about was instead of doing what we've got there, take these out. And so, you know how on the front of the ship we've got basically four on both port and starboard. So for a total combined of 8 retro thrust, I was thinking we could do let's do something like this. since we have them quadded up on the front, maybe quad them up on the back as well. I don't know. I don't think I like that. How about instead of doing that, let's do this instead. Let's go. Let's go. How about something like this? Hate placing these things. How's that looking? Maybe if we move them up. Or... Alright, so we know that... Basically, we know the armor is going to come back this far at least, right? So how about if we do... Maybe something like this? Ooh, I'm kind of liking that. That might need to be a thing. That might definitely need to be a thing. Well, and one of the nice things about it is that if we wanted to, we could always add in another one. Ow. Bouncing my skull off the ground there. We could always do something like that and add in another one if we really wanted to. Actually. Kind of curious. Hold on a second. Let's try. So basically we're just playing with thruster configuration at this point, trying to figure out what looks good. Maybe. Maybe. I mean, we could even do something like... Take that out. Let's see. If we did... Bring you down one from the top. Do a space. And one there. And we're going to do the same down here. Where we end up with those being. How do you look? No, I have to say I'm not liking that. I mean, I might once it was done. But because it'll be another one on this side basically doing the same thing. Now don't get me wrong, I actually like the idea of having, you know, 12 large ion thrusters for propulsion. But it's just something about the lines that I'm not liking here. It's not working for me. How about if we went... Let's take these out. And see, this is where it always, you know, it always gets me. Do I want to go... There. Like this? Maybe. Maybe move them up. Because right now they're on the original water line, I guess you could say, like midship. Try moving those up. One complete block. Or, because there are one right there. So if we go... There and there. That's getting better. That is getting better. Trying to think what this is going to look like if we go ahead and build these out that way. See, I'm still kind of tempted to go like that. That might actually not be bad. Way overkill for propulsion though. So if we do that, that would actually block in. And that would tie us together. Okay, maybe. That might work. So what did we do? We did 3 and then the block, right? Or 3 and then the thruster. So yes, from there.
Energy
2,
low.
3. And that goes up 2 from there. Okay. And so then what we've got here, so there, and we said 1, 2. So you're there. And my little ship is in the way. Alright. You're 1 block off here, so well, we might be able to get rid of this. Yeah, that's fine. Look at that. And why is that not matching up? 1, 2. Ah, that's why it's not matching up. Because we did all of that mostly backwards. Are you attached? You are attached. Because what they should have done should have been there. Yeah. Okay.
Energy critical.
See, my OCD is going to get to me. Is there? Because from the bottom is 1, 2. It's 1, 2. So yes, it attaches on this line. And yes, I know those will probably actually get put back in, but for now, just to keep it a little bit more accurate here. And there. That is a whole lot of thruster. I don't know if I like it though. Might be if we did say here. Ah. How's that?
No energy.
So what I'm thinking is maybe, since we're here, maybe this bottom thruster, move it down 1 block. Yeah, we're not going to be able to. We'll have to move this little guy, which is fine. I actually don't mind. We want to put you to auto. Let's move you out the way. Simply because we can. We've got another docking collar over here. It's fine. Right. Yeah, I don't know. See, it's the primary thrusters always give me the most trouble. It's like I have the worst time with those things. Like, just trying to figure out designs and styles. Give me. There we go. And on this one, you are there. Okay. That works. See, I'm kind of curious, is that better to do that? How's that looking? Or how about, come on. I think I like that. Because if we do something like that, where Bob, have Bob take that up for us. And that as well. Okay. So what I'm thinking here is that if we move the entire assembly in, maybe 2 blocks. Yeah, 2 blocks possibly. Just waiting for that last one to go. There it is. We did that. Yeah, I think I like that. And we can even get rid of the extra. Get rid of you. Yeah, and then basically move it in 1 block from the outer edge, which will allow us to get a little bit more armor in that corner. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so if we plan on that being a thing, should turn Bob off so we can do a little plan building here. These hiccups are getting to me. Okay, so I mean, if we could even, if we really wanted to just go nuts with the thrusters here. Do something like that. And then have another one down in the bottom here. See, I'm almost tempted. I'm really kind of tempted to do just a very simple system. 1, 2. Come on. 3. Do the same over here. Right, so do that to the inside. Yeah. Alright, so on this side, 1, 3, yes. And what's behind here?
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Nothing. Okay. Alright, so since there's nothing back there, and that should be true on this side as well. And if not, we'll throw some armor back in there. It's fine. Let's do that. So basically what I'm thinking is that we'll throw another thruster in, basically to cover that gap area there. So it'll end up being something like that, but all on the same level. Bob is being a little snippety tonight. Okay. It's like I got 2 Bobs on here just to do armor. One of you guys. Oh. Come on, one more. Alright, so if we did something like that, maybe? You can't really see it. Will your spotlights reach there? That was with your spotlights on, so yeah, it's a little bit more light. See, I think what we're gonna do, what we'll need to do, take you out. All right. So let's go ahead and get rid of that stuff right now. You know what? Let's go ahead and grind that whole thing down. And while they're dealing with that, we're going to do that, I think. Alright. Now the idea here is doing something with these, with this thruster, where it ends up mounted over here. So basically it's just kind of one off of each other, and then have another one, put the 4th one like that. So these two, come on. So those two will be in a line. That might be interesting. I mean, it sucks that we're like right in the middle of this area where we can't see what we're doing at night. Well, you know, going into the night at least. No, I don't think I like that. I think so far the best one was what we had. It's simple, it's clean. You know, it's like we can space these out a little bit. That one, I think that one might be about the best we're gonna get. Alright. But at least gives you an idea of what we're talking about. Sounds like something dropped. Yep, it did. Because it's Bob. Right. Plates over here. Oh. That's painful.
Inventory full.
You punks. See, that's why I tend to try not to do that. Oh, bloody hell. This right there is one of the reasons why I do not like Bob. Love that mod, but I really hate Bob sometimes. Alright. Okay, so I think we have done enough. Okay. So, get these replaced really quick. Okay. Alright, so I think that's going to do it for us today. Yeah. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, son of a...
Energy low.
Yeah, well, energy's going to be low here for a second. Oh, come on! You gotta be kidding me. Anybody else want to break while we're repairing things? Son of a... Yeah. I think Bob's getting his pay docked for that one. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, I think we're going to go ahead and call this one here because it's the middle of the night for me. It's coming up on midnight. And I'm starting to make stupid mistakes. So, before we blow up everything, if you enjoyed this episode, make sure you hit that like button. If you want to see more, be sure to subscribe. And if you want to be kept up to date when new content comes out, there's a little bell next to the subscribe button. Make sure that is clicked. And, yeah. Oh, but if you have any feedback or comments, feel free to throw those down in the section below. Not only do the comments, the likes, and the subscriptions help me know that you enjoy the content, it helps YouTube know that you're thinking the content is good. And, well, you know, hopefully you do. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Oh, it's been a long day. Alright, so hope everybody has a fantastic night. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we will see you back here on Friday for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everyone. Oh, man, it's been a long day. And we still have more to do.